Hello, and welcome back to Dune Awakening. Last time we were called in by Count Fenring, and he told us there was a string of murders in Arrakeen that he believed the Laxu were behind. I think part of trying to cover up their tracks regarding all the Golas and so forth in Old Carthag. Um, so he sent us to talk to his investigator, his head investigator in Arrakeen, who then sent us to, I guess, interrogate this guy Lathe, I think was his name, an engineer, I believe, at the private room in the Sluice and Bull, which we did and found Lathe dead. So now uh, now we need to investigate any possible witnesses to his death. So that's where we left off, and we'll continue with that tonight. But first, I want to do a little upgrading around the base with putting some new stations in. First off, a big milestone is putting our first spice refiner. So we will do that tonight. We should have everything we need. Unlock that. Spice refinery. Okay. So, and I believe I can fit it here. This used to be here, and I had a map. This map thing was in the corner here, so I just moved it here and took out the end table thing that was there. Moved the chemical refiner into the workshop, main workshop, and moved the ore refiner this way, so hopefully it'll fit there. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it should. It's actually pretty small. Apparently the large one is enormous. Like, basically this area here. Hey, I got an achievement for that. Sweet. And that overloaded my circuits. Let's see here. And another thing I want to install is the next level death still, the advanced death still. And I'm not gonna have them both running. The other one takes a little more power, not quite double power, but it gives you almost double the water in the same amount of time off of one corpse. Okay. But we are going to need to put in another wind turbine before we install that next death still. So yeah, here's the spice refiner, and I'll show you all the spice I've collected over the last few hundred hours. Let's see, yeah, 10,000, 11,666. Now, to be full disclosure, I did get a stack free. A friend was on the server. He decided to start over on a more active server, and he left some spice and told me to go grab it, so I did. But yeah, we'll start processing that. I'm sure that's going to use a lot of water. Probably put some more wind traps in. So 750. So I can make 120 spice sand for that 10,000. Wow. It takes 300 spice sand to bribe a house Landsrad rep. I'm not sure how much 120 is going to get me. I don't need it yet. There's something I need it for soon. But go ahead and start crafting it, because that's pretty cool. We'll also get spice residue, which its main use is to make the next tier of lubricant for the next tier of wind turbine, but I don't want to get dependent on that, on spice, until we get more actively farming that, or a spice byproduct. Cool, man. That's awesome. Man, I'm official, dude. I'm making spice. Making spice melange. Nice. Okay. Alright, let's go put in a another wind turbine. Why don't you copy the piece? Heck. Alright, that's not working. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Grab some lubricant. Got quite a few batteries. I'll need to make some more lubricant here. Now it's going to take a little bit more each time to fill up the system, but that's alright. Yeah, I kind of slowed down on making lubricant because I had batteries but no silicone blocks, and I've found a safe flower sand spot before the last Coriolis storm, and I hit that a few times. So I have a decent little stockpile of silicone blocks again. So, alright. So, alright. We're in business. How many are we up to? 8? Yep. Yeah, I'll show you the next tier of wind turbine. We can make it. Duraluminum. We need 3 spice melange. We'll have that. It generates 350 power versus 150. So more than double. Same inventory capacity, but like I said, you got to make the more expensive lubricant, which I'll show you what that is. So yeah, I guess that's what I was thinking. You needed some spice melange. Was the next tier wind turbine. So yeah, we'd have to make the industrial grade lubricant, which is a fuel cells, water, silicone blocks, and spice residue. So it's 8 fuel cells. I imagine it's going to give me 5 for each one of these, like the low grade lubricant. So it's 4 times as many fuel cells. A little more water, that doesn't matter so much. 4 times as much silicone blocks, plus the 5 spice residue. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of committing to a lot of farming and stuff. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how much spice residue I build up. Get into a groove of farming some spice sand and stuff. Because yeah, once we get to tier 6, we will need a bunch of spice melange. All right, so let's put in the next tier death still. There we go. So yeah, it's 200 power cost for the basic death still. It's 350 for the advanced Fremen death still. The yield is 25,000 for the basic and 45,000 for the advanced. So not quite double, but not quite double the power cost either. So, and it's nearly twice as fast because you're getting twice as much nearly out of one body. So, all right. I didn't expect it to be longer. Apparently it is. It does appear to be. Oh, we're still. We're gonna need another one still, huh? That's probably good enough. Okay. Alright, so we need one more wind turbine. Man. Yeah, that's right. I thought it was only like 100 more, but it is 200 more. Why is copy piece not working? Oh, man. There we go. I was in pain. Alright. Alright. So we are in business. We can now produce more water from corpses. So we'll get a corpse processing here. Went on a little corpse run. There we go. And with this new water production capability, I'm going to start stockpiling a little more water. I was just letting it get up to 600,000, but now that we can, I'm going to put in some large water cisterns, which these are 25,000. The large are 100,000. I want to get up to 1,000,000 capacity, but I'm just going to add one of the 100,000 today. Large water cistern. Okay, that unlocked 54 schematics, unlocking that. Okay. Interesting. Here it is. Actually do have enough to put 4 in, but that'll use up all my duraluminum, so we'll just put 1 in for now. There we go. And these do not require power. Oh, that is way far from the wall. There we go. Sweet. Nice. I wanted one of these for so long. I got to 600,000. I'm like, I gotta stop making these mediums. Because your base does have a storage limit, and these each one counts as a storage box. So you gotta move up because there's even smaller ones. The first ones are like 10,000 or something, or maybe 1250, 12,500. But anyway, all right. So we got a new desk still put in. We got a large cistern, and our first spice refiner. So some good progress on upgrading our base. So let's go to back to Arrakeen and continue our investigation. I guess we could fly the assault since we're not well, it might have us go somewhere to fight in Haga Basin or elsewhere. Man, all that spice for 120 spice wash. Plus some residue. East to Arrakeen. So yeah, so this is into we started last time into chapter 2 stuff. Is my understanding. So. Which makes sense because I got a achievement for finishing part 2 of the story. I think in that part 2 of the first chapter. Part 1 being all the stuff with the trials of Aquilon and so forth. Ariste. Who doesn't know what we did to Xantar? It's alright. We're a bit of a sociopath. We don't mind keeping secrets from people. Not sure what drives us beyond survival. I mean, not super loyal to the Duke. I kill his troopers all the time. Although I do benefit from my faction loyalty. On paper, at least. It's so slow in Arrakeen loading in. There we go. Alright. And I want to check real quick. I know it's not. I don't know why I'm wasting my time, but just see if there might be a focus buggy Cutter Mark 5 for sale. Mark 6. I mean, I think that's a decent price actually, but that is the Plastanium one. Alright, interrogate witnesses in the Upper Sluzen Bowl. Okay. I'm not intimidating enough. Ooh, I know what we'll do. Make them think we're Sardaukar in our special skin. Oh yeah, the Sardaukar outfit is a unitard. I'm an Atreides loyal Sardaukar, that makes sense. I'm just saying, it still suits not intimidating enough. Alright, we got someone over this guy. says right here.
Do mine ears detect the footfalls of someone who will add a drop of excitement to this rather pedestrian evening?
Hey, remember me? I tried to poison you one time. I'm here to inquire about Austin Lay's death.
Austin's dead? But I only saw him recently. So full of life.
I'm sorry. I know this might come as a terrible shock.
Wait. Is this a potential murder investigation? How charmingly macabre! Do you really think someone murdered poor Austin? Shh, don't spoil it. Yes, I simply must be involved. How might I facilitate your sleuthery?
Are you sober enough to answer questions?
Now see here, I am only midway through today's debauch, and am of sound enough mind to answer the queries of both of you. There are two of you, yes? I jest. Oh, do lighten up. This isn't a funeral, it's a possible murder scene.
I have a few questions regarding Lathe.
I've already imbibed several libations in dear Estim's memory.
Austin.
Yes, of course. Carry on.
What can you tell me about Austin?
My occasional drinking companion has an education in engineering. If anything, he's even more of a man of leisure than I.
How do you mean?
He has an advisory position at the Imperial Planetologist's office, though I don't believe he's ever set foot in that office. He's here more often than even I. If you ask me, and you have, he curried the favor of someone powerful to receive such a cushy job.
What else can you tell me about Austin?
Well, his carnal pursuits are prodigious. He worked his way through nearly all of Arrakeen's eligible ladies. The man knows how to pitch woo prolifically.
I think I'm done here.
It's been a most unusual pleasure. Should you discover any more juicy details, I'll be here, keeping vigil for poor Austin.
Goodbye. Alright. So we talked to that guy. Yeah, he was related to someone involved with the whole tainted spice and the faction contract line.
Very well. What do you want?
I don't want to talk to you. You're insufferable. I guess you have nothing to say about this. Then Jesuit.
Oh, I swear to the stars, if you're here to ply me with a drink, I'm going to shove shards of glass in your eyes. I'm sorry. Am I sorry? No, I'm not. Let me be plain. This is the worst possible time. I do not wish to speak. Kindly go away, please.
I've been in Austin's room. I would like to ask a few questions.
You've seen... Very well. Let's get this over with. My name is Hester Klimt. Ask your questions.
I'm told Austin made a lot of enemies through his carnal activities.
Who made that fanciful exaggeration? Ambrose Lucifera? The man's mind is a perverted carnival. I saw nothing to suggest anything of the sort.
You know nothing else of the matter?
Now that sounds like a fanciful exaggeration. I at least saw nothing to suggest anything like that.
Can you tell me how you know Austin?
I was his assistant. We worked together at the Imperial Planetologist's office. That's the extent of our relationship.
What sort of man was Austin?
He was my boss. I didn't know him outside of the workplace. I can't be of any more help than that.
What sort of boss was he?
Adequate. He was adequate. At any rate, he's dead now, leaving me sorting out a mountain of chaos. Damn him. Sorry.
You have no other insights?
No. And what does it matter? There's no foul play. Unless you have some compelling evidence or medical training, I have to deal with the fallout now. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to prepare. I have to clean out his office. I have to prepare for his replacement. There's too much.
I'll leave you to it. Find a way to prove foul play. Okay. Okay, well, there's some waypoints on here. Which is good, because that was rather vague. Find a way to prove foul play. Okay, this both says down. What? We're checking in with this guy.
Report.
Tours. I went to the bull. The engineer was already dead when I got there.
Then our lead is cold, along with the corpse. Still, death has a way of leaving fingerprints. Did he leave any behind?
Everyone at the bull assumed he died from natural causes.
Self-inflicted incompetence happens more than you'd think.
I saw some frothing. Could be the drought, but it looked off.
Froth suggests seizure, or poison, or both. His usual habits might have masked something more deliberate.
The bull staff are certain it was a Vanta drought.
I see. Then I suggest you speak with our resident Sook, Dr. Shafat. Perhaps she can clarify what your untrained eyes cannot.
Where can I find her?
Dr. Shafat keeps a back alley surgery near the entrance. Curious how the Sooks so often favor squalor over station.
I'll get back to it. Okay, now I need to go talk to the Sook doctor. We've met her before. Helped her get some medical supplies that were being blocked. It was a while ago. We just did some little simple quests in Arrakeen. No, that's not it. She's over this way. This is it.
We meet again.
And this is a lady can change your appearance. I'm investigating the death of Austin Lathe.
I can't say I know the name, but I'm afraid my head has been buried in matters concerning my clinic of late. What's this to do with me?
Subprefect Torres thought I should discuss the particulars of the victim's cadaver with you.
Sub-Prefect Tors is aware of me. I'm flattered, I think. The word victim is rather loaded. I assume you suspect foul play. Today has taken an interesting turn. I'll do the best I can without a body to directly examine. What can you tell me about the state of the cadaver?
The eyes of the corpse were discolored.
That could definitely support suspicions of poison. However, there are myriad other medical reasons that could cause such discoloration.
How might it confirm a poison theory?
A poison snooper would be the most expedient method.
Do you have one to spare?
I'm afraid I don't have any snoopers at all. My supplies are lacking in general at the moment.
Do you know how I could acquire one?
If I knew that, I'd have one already. But I'm not exactly familiar with the more illicit sources of goods in Arrakeen.
Goodbye. Acquire poison snooper through Alistair Chim or Tidji O'Gary. Okay. So I don't know why Torres sent us to talk to her. He could have just... He obviously suspects poison already. He could have just told us to get a poison snooper. So, anyway. Let's see if we can get one. I know who this is. That scavenger guy who stole the Kaladin brandy that that guy needed for the feast. The house, whatever. The main guy managing the household. This guy. Yeah, I think this is Alistair.
Hello again.
Oh no, this is Finn. That's fine. Finn, oh, agreed. Or Tridge. Oh, okay.
Oh, hey there, friend. Looking for anything special?
In point of fact, I am.
Well, color me curious. You've got a specific purpose in your eyes. What are you looking for?
Does the name Austin Lathe mean anything to you?
Don't know the man directly, but his name comes up now and then among those of us who sell things on the sly.
I'm in the market for a poison snooper.
You're in luck. I just so happen to have a snooper. I could part with it for a proper pittance of Solari, or perhaps some alternative form of payment. Then stop wasting my time.
Alright, seriously, she's gonna take credit. I gotta go to the bank. Go to the ATM. Alright, 100 Solars.
Welcome. Would you like to dip? How much Thalaris would you like to withdraw?
Yeah, don't accidentally hit withdraw all or you'll spill out onto the ground when it fills up your inventory. Apparently. Alright. Seems like Torres would have some poison snoopers in his, as a government official, or have access to one.
Oh, hey there, friend. Well, color me curious. You're in luck. I just
Here's your
so happen
100.
to have it. Solari always spends. Much obliged.
Investigate the private room. Alright. I mean, like, seriously, we didn't need a soup doctor to tell us that. Just more steps. Confirm. A quiet meal for a quiet inn. The food sits cooling, mute witness to a man who avoided the crowd and death that would not wait. Use the poison snooper. The poison snooper flashes green, indicating no sign of poison. Examine the food. This meal is barely disturbed. Braised slig, Caledonian pundi rice, and stuffed olives. An off-world indulgence. Conclude exam. Okay. Use poison snooper on the carafe. The poison snooper glows green over the crap, finding no trace of toxin within the emptied vessel. Okay. A thick, well-printed leather-bound tome rests on the table, its spine stamped with the numeral 7, clearly one of many volumes. Use the poison snooper. Snooper glows red along the page edges. Contact poison. The book itself becomes Lay's executioner. A patient, deliberate, and lethal poisoning enhanced by his nervous habits. Whoever did this knew him well. Examine the cover. The leather cover bears gilt lettering, Histories of Imperial Descent, Volume 7, The ECAS Revolt, Cause, Conduct, and Consequences. Examine the interior. The pages are dense with fine print. Along the edges, faint smudges and a slight discoloration suggest frequent handling. 2 sections are bookmarked. Read the foreword. The content probably won't help you solve the case, but a history enthusiast would enjoy this. I guess it's telling you can skip this. Read the foreword. This volume reaches us under a cloud of censure. Tyrus Mendago completed it while confined in Carthage Gate Prison on Kytane. Keep reading. Volume 7, on the ECAS Revolt, spares neither rebel ambition nor the heavy hand of Imperial reprisal. The Imperium has no authorized this printing. Possession may invite scrutiny, yet the record of dissent is as vital as triumph, and Mendago's pen carves that shadowed history with rare clarity. Kaladin, recall House Ecaz. Kaladin remembers Ecaz's sorrow. The wedding of Leto Atreides to Elisa Ecaz was meant to bind the 2 great houses, but ended in blood. The Moritani blades struck more than flesh. They etched a lesson into Atreides' hearts. The Imperium smiles upon tragedy it can't exploit. Read the first bookmark chapter. Alright, well, I'll come back and do this maybe later. Spare you. Alright, conclude examination. Alright, interrogate witnesses again, okay. Oh yeah, the long load in back in Arrakeen. So I guess we talked to Klimt and Lucifera. Isn't Klimt, isn't that like that Belgian painter? He's like gold leaf and stuff. Maybe. Yep, Gustav Klimt, Austrian. Okay. Born 1862, died 1918.
You? Again? Feel like a rash. Sorry. Was that hurtful? Not hurtful enough. How is this supposed to go? I'm in over my head. I'm not in a proper state of mind, and I promise there will be collateral damage if I have to open my mouth.
The evidence suggests Austin was murdered. What can you tell me about him?
Murder? That's impossible. I don't... How could you... How?
He was poisoned.
No, there's clearly been a mistake. The situation is insane enough without these wild theories.
Mentat, all patterns lead to secrets regarding his position. Secrets you would notice.
All right, you nerve-wracking hound. Let me think. Perhaps I do know something that would help. Ask your questions.
Did Austin exhibit any strange behavior leading up to his murder?
Stranger than usual? He did become extra agitated, paranoid even, particularly after a meeting with a strange woman.
Woman?
A redhead. He met with her in a closed room for hours. He came out, distressed, immediately ordering a Thopter transport for the following day.
Who was the woman?
I didn't recognize her. She looked, noble, perhaps.
Where did he go after meeting with the redhead?
I don't know if I should,
This is vital.
He had a secret workshop in the eastern shield wall. I don't know why he chose such a remote location. I don't know what he worked on there. I never saw him work. I'll send you the coordinates of the workshop.
Now Austin's murder is confirmed. I have some more questions.
I understand. Let's get this over with.
Could you tell me more about Austin? Why anyone would want him dead?
Murder. I just can't believe... Well, the more I think about it, someone murdering Austin isn't so unbelievable. I don't know what to believe.
Let's just take a breath and start with what he was like in the workplace.
Austin wasn't a conventional boss. He rarely came into the office. A dysfunctional workplace, to say the least. No guidance, little teaching, nothing. With the absence of Cyprian Io, I've been taught nothing. I've had to figure it out as I go, running the day-to-day affairs in the chaos. In essence, I'm the acting planetologist of Arrakeen. It's ludicrous. I'm in over my head. Damn Austin. Or rest in peace, or both. Losing my mind.
Skilled workers make the universe turn. You don't need them.
I appreciate that. Austin must have done something for someone in power to earn his cozy position. He did something that haunted him. You should understand, Austin was a brilliant engineer, as near as I can tell. But something shattered him at some point. He's a shadow of who he was.
How do you mean?
It wasn't any one thing or any describable clue. Just a million tiny intangibles taken in while being around him. Something had him guilt-racked. Once I saw him sobbing over a set of city planning sketches. He didn't see me. He avoided his work and skill set. It made him feel guilty or afraid. I'm not sure how he made ends meet, but the job title remained and money kept coming in.
Do you have an alibi?
An alibi for Austin's murder? I was out on business that Austin had been neglecting.
I don't suppose someone can confirm that.
I'm afraid the only proof I can show are piles of hastily prepared paperwork.
Who else might have had access to the room where Austin was found?
Alistair and Ugo have access to any room in the Seleucid Ball, of course. I know I've seen Ambrose Lucifera in and out of there.
Do any of them strike you as capable of murder?
Isn't that the thing about murder? We're often surprised by who is capable. I suppose Ugo and Alistair might have their own shady dealings. But I can't imagine them killing someone in their own establishment. And Ambrose seems too ridiculous. I don't know.
Can you tell me anything about that book found in the room?
Was that some sort of revolutionary manifesto? I don't know much about the book itself, other than Austin was reading it obsessively recently.
Was there anything in his actions or demeanor that would connect with the text?
Not specifically. Well...
What is it?
I don't know if it is any way connected, but Austin's political demeanor was becoming more, I suppose, militant. Towards the end, he also seemed to be hanging out about more and more shady and dangerous-looking people, though I have no idea who they were.
Alright. I had to pull it out of you, but thanks for the info. Alright, let's talk to Lucifer, I guess. But, oh, we are supposed to interrogate more. Okay.
The return of our intrepid sleuth hound. Has the plot thickened? Oh, do say the plot has thickened.
I have reason to believe Austin was poisoned. Thoughts?
Well, I should think you'd be the resident expert on poisons with your involvement in the farcical plot to assassinate me. That was you, wasn't it?
Awesome. He remembers. Well, I did do the courtesy of failing the murder plot.
Just a jest at your expense. All water under the bridge, I assure you. Why, some of my closest friends have tried to murder me at one time or another. Now, what were we talking about?
Your thoughts on Austin being poisoned?
A proper murder mystery, and I'm a suspect. How wickedly romantic. Perhaps I felt a deadly envy toward my dear friend.
Over what?
Nothing comes to mind. He was a sad sack of wine, whereas I am rather fabulous. Come to think of it, we weren't very close friends. Pshaw, we can hammer out a motive later. I'm just glad to be in the rogues gallery of this caper.
Can you tell me anything constructive about my poison theory?
I can say this about poisoning Austin. It would be easy to do. The man had recently developed a bottomless appetite for spiced alcohol. Not everyone can handle vice with the charm and panache that I do. People like Austin turn alcoholic dependency into something depressing. Something terrible haunted that man. 1 part guilt and 2 parts fear of discovery, shaken well and garnished with intrigue.
You're not as bumbling or whimsical as you want others to believe.
My, such a sharp and incisive mind. You're liable to cut yourself on it. I trust you'll keep that little deduction between us.
I want to discuss some of my findings regarding the murder.
Allow me to lend you an ear. Maybe 2.
Do you know anything about the book Austin was reading?
I can say that he was rather buried in that book. A recent reading obsession. He even had it open at the bar, barely registering the people around. I was mildly put off by all the finger-licking he did whilst turning the pages, but if moisture is needed on Arrakis, one must simply supply it themselves.
Can you tell me anything about the subject matter?
Oh, yes, that was the most scandalous bit about it. A rather controversial text full of criticisms of the Empire. The title was, Histories of Imperial Descent, Volume 7, The Ekaz Revolt, Causes, Conduct, and Consequences Within the Imperium. Or something thereabouts. Come to think of it, he also recently read a banned Sandflies manifesto titled Wings in the Dark, Notes Toward a Future Without Chains.
You're very perceptive for a day drinker.
Yes, well, I simply must petition my house to change our motto to, For we are high functioning.
That's pretty funny. Do you know anything about any relationship between Austin and the Sandflies?
I'm afraid I missed out on that bit of gossip. A pity. I did see him reading a Sandflies manifesto recently.
Do you know anything about a redhead?
Only that they have an improbably high propensity for slapping me, men and women. Though to be fair to them, I deserved it. Oh, do you mean Austin's tremulous little apprentice cowering at the window?
Hester, no, not that redhead.
In that case, no.
That's all for now.
I shall count the minutes until the next disaster.
All for now, but one more question. Have you been here all day?
Do I get to play the part of a potential suspect? Fun! Yes, I've been at this establishment for most of the day. Sounds sad now that I'm saying it. Anyway, the proprietor can vouch for me.
Did you notice anyone coming in and out around the time of the death?
Well, only the usual assortment of patrons. Nothing noteworthy, I'm afraid.
All right, later.
It's been a most unusual pleasure. Should you discover any more juicy details, I'll be here, keeping vigil for poor Austin.
All right. Now I need to talk to Ugo, I guess.
Ah, you are back.
I have more questions.
How can I help?
The poison snooper, wait on that. Did Lath ever mention enemies or any reason why someone might have a reason to harm him?
He did say something about hating the Harkonnens. But that does not make him special around here.
Any idea what trouble he had with the Harks?
Trouble and the Harkonnens go hand in hand here. You could throw a stick in any direction and hit someone with a grudge against the Baron. But a murder here, right under Hawat's nose, that is not just bold. She is near impossible. You would need more than hate or ambition. It would take something special to earn that.
I'm told Lath was seen with a redhead. Did you know her?
Names and colors, they come and go like desert winds. If Master Lath was seen with a red head, perhaps she was just another storm passing through.
Can't you give me anything more than that?
Red hair is common enough. If she had business with Master Lath, I was not privy to it. Some things are best left unspoken, eh?
The poison snooper lit up when I analyzed his book.
But who would want to kill Master Lath? He was already doing a good job of that himself. Between his taste for that toxic Harkonnen brew he loved so much, and the company he kept.
What company is that?
House deserters and ex-Dune men mostly. Not the kind that file taxes or hold court on Kaiten.
Ex-Dune men, are we
Keep
talking
it
about the
down,
Sandflies?
stranger. But yes, if you are asking if Master Lath drifted that far, he did. Master Lath was a creature of habit, wretched ones. Benders that lasted days, women and drink until he couldn't see straight.
Public kind of collapse or private?
Oh, public! Shouting poetry in the gutter. One sock, no shoes. The sheriff, he dragged him in more than once. No charges, of course. Not for his kind.
And then?
He would vanish, poof. Sometimes for days or weeks at a time. Always come back clear-eyed, skin back like a desert stone. That is when he would hole up in the private room, pour himself a Vanta, crack open one of those revolutionary tomes, and the cycle would begin anew.
Okay. Alright.
Welcome to the Matador Room. If you're here for shade, spirits, or secrets, you found the right bar. If you're here for honesty, I suggest dehydration.
You need to shut down the Espada room, and Noble has been murdered.
I believe you are mistaken. Master Lathe is under the influence of something quite spiritual. Vanta draft. Known side effects include coma, confession, and occasionally death. But let's be generous and assume the middle one.
You knew he was dead. Quit playing games.
You're right. No games. Just a corpse in the Espada room and a list of insults I had hoped to use before Vanta draft finished what regret started.
You don't think he was murdered?
Murdered? No. Master Lathe was far too committed to slow, deliberate self-annihilation, not flashy enough for murder.
You seem pretty sure of that.
Self-loathing's not a flaw in this town. It's a currency, and Master Lathe had it to spare. He spent it on bad liquor, bad romance, and bad books. In that general order.
What was the engineer's drink?
Vanta draft. Poured black as regret. The real stuff. Illegal with a trace of poison. Mined in barrels, not bottled. Master Lathe said it was the only drink honest enough to finish what he started.
Did you say poison?
Not officially. Just a spice stabilizer that got banned in 3 systems. Makes the color pretty. Also kills your liver. Depending on who you ask, that's a feature.
Mentat, an organophosphate variant. The damage is irreversible. Calling it a stabilizer is optimistic.
Optimistic? That's generous. The bottle said, may impair judgment. Master Lathe read that as permission.
Bad romance?
Master Lathe collected bad decisions like drink tickets. And love was just another excuse to disappear for a night. Or 3.
Bad books?
Weird stuff, off-the-record titles. Things that don't circulate legally. Class struggle, worker dignity. That sort of quaint filth. The kind of books that'll get you locked up on over half the systems in the Imperium.
Can you be more specific?
Sorry. The desk to sign out library books is on the lower floor.
You're funny, but you're also nosy and observant. What did he read?
Things you don't read for fun. Anti-Imperial treatises. Sandfly manifestos.
What do you think he was after?
I don't know. I suppose he wanted to unbolt the class system with his wrench and conviction. Should have known tools like us don't get to fix things. We just hold the weight until it crushes us.
Who gains the most from the engineer's death?
You will have to ask his assistant, Hester Klimt. She catalogs tragedy like a tax collector. Go spoil her mood.
I have no further questions for now. Alright, that's everybody. Discuss my findings with tours. Getting my steps in.
Report.
I spoke with Klimt, Austin's assistant. She did want to believe it, but I laid it out. This was murder.
You rattled her then? Good. Did anything shake loose?
She said Austin had been on edge lately. He had a thopter lined up, meant to fly out to his workshop tomorrow.
Did she say where? If he was running, that's the direction we look.
Yeah, it's not just a workshop. It's buried in a sandfly's base, deep in the eastern shield wall.
Very good. You're starting to think like a Cheops player. But every cleared square reveals a trap or a truth. Go see which one Lathe left behind.
Chops.
The pyramid game. 9 levels. Like chess built for mentats. It doesn't matter if you have. The point is, you don't win Cheops by chasing pawns. Every piece changes value as you climb the board. Just like an investigation, you can't trust what's in front of you until you understand what's above it and what's beneath.
Right, I'll get going then. Okay, so we need to go back to Haga Basin and go to a Sandfly's base. Wouldn't be surprised if it's Sentinel City, but I guess we'll find out. Might be a testing station, so. But thanks for watching. If you liked the episode, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Check out my live stream with my buddy John, 11 p.m. Eastern on Saturday nights of Dune Awakening. So, be well, and I'll see you next time.